And I wanna tell you everything, words I never got to see the first time round. And I remember everything from when we were the children.
You guys were so excited because we've been waiting for this young man to come out with music, and he finally came out.
He sounds so much better doing his song than you do.
I know. I'm going to have to apologize.
The restraining order's lifted.
Yeah.
I can finally talk to Niall Horan again.
Niall's on the phone with us right now. What's up, Niall?
Hello.
Hello, mate.
Ooh.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Where you calling us
How
from?
y'all doing this morning?
There you go,
There
Niall.
you go, buddy.
That's pretty good.
How you been doing, man?
Get you back. I'm good, yeah.
Are you in are you
Good.
in the States or are you overseas right now?
I'm in London at the moment. I'm just on the way to do my first live performance. Sorry, my first live performance of the song on TV. So I'm excited.
Oh, nice.
How is that for you performing solo? You've had such a powerful force around you for so long, and now you're out there on your own. How does that feel?
Well, I'll let you know in about 4 hours.
Well, you do fine because the video that you released, that was one mic, one take, and you knocked it out of the ballpark. So I'm sure you'll do the same thing on live TV.
Yeah, again, give it my best shot, and we'll see what happens. But for the moment, I'm nervous.
Oh, I can't believe you still have nerves after all you've conquered, you know?
Oh yeah, live TV is always a scary one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be strange.
What do you do, if you're feeling rusty and it's been a minute since you've done a performance like that and you're solo? Do you have any, rituals or good luck charms or anything to kind of, shake the rust off?
Take a shot of Irish whiskey?
No, that's the last thing I need right now. I just practice the song a lot, and I obviously wrote the song, so I know it pretty well. But you start doubting yourself and stuff like this.
Oh.
So yeah, I just gonna practice a bit and then just go out there and get it done with.
Who's the girl you're singing about in that song?
There's actually with this one, there's no one in particular. The way I write is I write concepts at the back of this book that I write in, and I just write the concept out. So I just kind of do stuff that's kind of relatable. Obviously, this one kind of has a double meaning to it, and yeah, there's no one really in particular in this one. I'm sure later on in the album there will be stories that pop up, and I'll be caned with questions about it. But
right,
yeah, that's pretty much it at the minute.
It's an interesting thing about the way we listen to music now. We always assume that every artist is singing about one person in particular, and you're saying that's not the case here.
Yeah, of course, and that's probably the case. The case a lot of the time. There's people can kind of interpret it, and I think this is the thing that's always been said, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really go out to get anyone or write about anyone in particular all the time.
Right.
Obviously someone's going to pop up in some songs, but yeah, it's not always the same person.
If you're sitting having a cup of tea, if you're sitting having a cup of tea and a line comes to you, just one line, you don't even have a song that you're working on. Do you write that one line down somewhere, fold it up, and then just come back to it later when you decide to start writing?
Yeah, literally, I wrote a song yesterday. I'd heard a line a couple of days previous, and I just kind of wrote it down in my notes. I was talking to someone on the phone, and someone said something to me, and then I just wrote down on the notes on my phone this line, and then that was in the song yesterday.
You know what our goal is now?
What?
We have to give him a line that that can inspire him to write his next big hit.
Has anything ever come to you when you're out on the golf course in a place where you just don't really have the opportunity to sit and write, and you're on the ninth hole and you're like, oh, I got something?
Sometimes that does happen, actually. Yeah, you'd be surprised when you're waiting on everyone to do, to tee off or whatever. You just things like that. Just I'm kind of a weird person anyway, so things kind of pop into my head at the weirdest times. But yeah, just lines come to me every now and then.
Yeah, you're probably golfing with Rory McIlroy, and you're writing down the score, and then you write down a line, and Rory's like, that's not my score, that's a beautifully written poem.
Actually, Niall, speaking of golf, because I'm a huge golf fan, I know you got to go out to the Ryder Cup, which was super cool, and I'm sorry your team lost. I'm not sorry for
Don't
myself.
worry.
But I have a question. So if you had to choose, I know you've played golf with some of the best golfers in the world, literally. If you had to choose between, I'm going to give you three golfers, and I want you to choose between them, okay?
And you have to choose.
You have to choose, but it's an easy question. If you had to choose between Ricky, Rory, and Justin Rose to duet with, who would you pick?
to duet with.
Who's the best? Yeah, flip it around. Who's the best singer out of those three?
Definitely not Rory and Justin. And I haven't heard Ricky sing. I only met Ricky briefly, but I can imagine Ricky would be up for it a little bit more than the other two, and would probably sound a little bit better.
That's so funny you say that. That's so funny you say that, because I know him, and I texted him asking how your golf game was, and he actually complimented you, said you're great. He said he can outdrive you, which I would hope that he can, which is funny. He said I'm absolutely
right.
He said I'm absolutely the worst singer though.
All right, well then it's none of them. So.
Okay, all right.
I don't know who Ricky and the only name I knew was
Kelly.
Rory.
Come, they're golfers. They're big time
I
golfers.
know
all right, Kelly.
Rory.
Yeah, Rick Fowler.
Rick Fowler.
He's got the cool.
And I know the famous
style.
golfer Niall Horan.
Yeah,
There you
now
go.
can get it.
That's awesome.
Niall, are you planning to possibly get your first ever tattoo? Because you were the only one out of the guys that never got one. And I saw you do James Corden. You're not going to get one.
No, yeah, I know. Sorry, I cut over you there by accident. No, I don't plan. I still don't plan. just because I've left the band doesn't mean I'm just going to get a tattoo.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
You leave that skin perfect.
Well, because I was watching when I saw you guys when you were on Corden a few months ago, and he did that one bit where you almost would have had to get a tattoo
Oh,
on
yeah.
live TV. Were you genuinely scared now?
Don't think I've ever been so nervous in my entire life. That was terrific. We didn't. It was literally like, I think like even James's wife was angry at the idea. James comes up with this idea, and she was like angry with the idea of this. He was going to have to get 1D rented somewhere. I think she was even nervous about it. It was very tense for a while.
Well, we love that you're going live on London TV today, but we can't wait to see you live here in the States.
Yeah.
You got to come visit
Looking
us,
forward
buddy.
to it. It's going to be. Yeah, of course. I'd be doing some TV stuff in the States soon, so you'll see me somewhere.
Well,
I don't
hurry
really
up
know
and get
where,
over
but
here.
you'll see me somewhere.
We'll make it
Hurry
happen.
up.
We have a cool music lounge just set up for you, Niall. Whenever you want to come to the States, we got you, my man.
Cheers, buddy.
And I promise not to touch you.
All right.
On that note, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Pick up this town. It's available now from Niall Horan. Good talking to you. We'll talk to you soon, man.